I'm Beau Maddox.
I'm Robert Ortegon.
I'm Ashley Chancellor.
This is Collateral Cinema. Welcome to Collateral Cinema, the only movie podcast that matters, where we focus on good movies, bad movies, and everything else in between in the world of cinema. We're podcasting straight from somewhere in South Texas, and yes, my friends, we are a 420-friendly podcast. So whatever you have, be it dabs, be it blunts, be it bongs, be it joints, smoke it if you've got it. Hello, everybody, and hello, guys. How are y'all doing?
Oh, we're fine. Just so you know, I don't actually smoke weed because I'm trying to get acting jobs, so this is just my cover. Sorry.
Yeah. If anybody has any acting jobs, throw it Robert's way.
Please, and thank you.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, he is waiting. He wants to get his credits on IMDb, which...
It will happen. I'm sorry.
I don't know why you don't just start an IMDb page.
No, I told your brother to come over to my house, and we'll just start a page on his computer.
My brother Dakota.
Yeah. Bring his computer over, but you know.
Speaking of which, where is Dakota?
Just help me put a page together, man.
Dakota is not with us because apparently his allergies are messing with him too much or something.
I know. That was rhetorical. Obviously, I know where Dakota is. I'm his brother,
yeah. I mean, but we should at least tell everybody why he's absent.
Yeah. R.I.P. Dakota.
This motherfucker. And by the way, we just heard earlier on Facebook, I believe, that the actor Rip Torn from Men in Black, he was on Freddy Got Fingered, which we reviewed and analyzed. He passed away today.
He's 88, right?
He was 88 years old.
Wow.
I mean, that was quite a gut punch. I mean, the character of Gordy's dad, that's like a monumental character for me, and I mean,
right, you have a personal connection to that.
Yeah, of course, because he reminds me of my dad.
That's
a
your
lot,
father,
right? It's
that's
like holy fuck, man.
It's kind of like your dad passing away in a way.
Not really.
No, okay.
No,
Rip
not
Torn's
really.
better than your dad. I don't know.
No, yeah, Rip Torn's way better.
Your dad's interesting.
Oh, he is.
I mean, he's told us his dipstick story twice.
Oh, please, don't go there, man. Well, anyway. We are here for a very specific reason. This is a special bonus indie review episode, and we are reviewing the 2019 comedy gangster movie, I guess. I guess it's kind of a crime movie a little bit, right?
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
It's called Chasing Molly, written by Shelley Pack. It's directed by, I believe his name is Josh Sutherland.
Yeah, Josh Sutherland.
Yep. And it stars Kurt Angle and Felicia Day and Jim Cashman and quite a few other people as well, right?
Mark something, was that progressive guy, dude? Yeah.
I
forgot his last name.
I don't think that's the guy from the Progressive video.
Him,
Are you sure? Are you sure?
I saw
the Progressive ads, we should say.
One of them insurance videos, he was sitting there in one of the new commercials. I swear to God, dude. Yeah.
Well, who knows? I mean, I didn't see it on his IMDb, but... No, I mean...
I just saw a commercial recently, and it looked like an insurance...
Yeah, but, I mean, this movie was very, very entertaining and rather charming, I thought. Like, what do you guys think?
Yeah, it was really interesting. There's kind of this no bars hold... How does the phrase go?
No holds barred.
No holds barred.
I can't think of it.
Which means anything goes.
No, you realize that we're not editing this episode, and that's going to be...
That's cool.
I couldn't think of it. I was like, no holds barred comedy.
Just use
you know what I mean?
Wrestling term, no holds
barred. Yeah, and it doesn't hold back is what I mean to say. And it's just kind of always in your face. I mean, you've got... I can taste the tip, right? I can taste the tip. I can taste the tip. Dude, I literally played this movie. I did not know what I was getting into. I knew nothing about this movie, okay?
Yeah.
So I played this movie in front of my family, my dad and my grandmother.
Oh, God.
And then this motherfucker starts saying, I can taste the tip. He's saying, I can suck my own dick. I'm like, what? Not around my grandmother.
Yeah, we're going to turn it off. Yeah.
Oh, fuck, man. That's why you need to wear headphones or earphones whenever you're listening to that, or earbuds or whatever.
Dakota and I were going to watch it together, so I just figured we'd watch it on the big screen downstairs. And I had no
Wow.
idea. I should have looked into it, I guess.
Like, I'm sure
Wow.
your mom wasn't happy.
But that was interesting. I came into this with a completely clear slate, and it was kind of the same for you guys, right?
Oh, very much.
I mean, we were
So,
approached by. Was it one of the producers?
It was I believe she's a writer and producer and actress Shelley Pack.
Oh, Shelley Pack. Yeah,
like, yeah.
She plays the. Well, she plays the lead role.
yeah.
Yeah. She's a lead role. Molly.
She's Molly. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, how does that correlate to the title though? I wasn't quite sure.
Chasing Molly.
Because she's kind of chasing her partner actually.
Because she's
But-
running around the city with those pills.
Yeah,
or
those pills.
the-
That's Molly. That's
Right.
MDMA's.
So it's kind of there's kind of that double entendre there.
A little bit. Yeah. It's actually pretty clever if you think about it.
Her name is
mean,
Molly, and it's called. And the movie's about Molly, and she's
Yeah.
chasing Molly.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting when you
Crazy,
break
right?
it down like that.
Chasing
Right?
Lego pills. Or
Yeah. The pills that they steal this from Kurt Angle's character. We don't want to give too much away, but we're going to at least give the basic premise. Yeah, they steal some pills from Kurt Angle, and then Atticus he's kidnapped, and Molly has to find a way to get him back.
Yeah, that's
Mainly-
good. That's the basic.
I mean, we
premise.
That's the basic premise right
We
there,
just
and,
got-
and it involves MDMA.
and Molly and Atticus are introduced as these fake ghost hunters, right?
Yeah, they're fake ghost hunters.
They're
Yeah.
scam artists. They're con artists, and what they do is they go into homes and they try to convince people that people actually they go to people who are already convinced that they're haunted.
Yeah,
and
we,
they pretend to.
yeah, we won't say what happens in those scenes, but
Well, that's kind
They're-
of that's
they're
in the
very-
trailer, I think.
yeah, well, but they're very, very fun, and it actually sets up the premise of the movie rather quickly.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the only reason why I was willing to go into that is that,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean that sets up the premise. That's where their characters start off is they're con artists
Yeah,
that
yeah.
are faking cleansing ghosts.
Yeah,
And then of course they come across the teapot with the Molly in it, and then that sets the story up.
yeah.
That's what kicks off the tale, right?
And this tale is very much a character-driven movie. It's character-driven and dialogue-driven in so many ways. I mean, there's so many interesting characters in this movie, not least of which is Molly and Atticus themselves.
Yeah, they kind of had dynamic personas, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, they're obviously somebody who... They're people who have known each other for a very long time. They have a pre-existing relationship. I mean, we never see how they come together or how they start doing what they're doing. But, I mean, it leads to some really, really interesting scenarios, like especially after the initial kidnapping.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. And the movie primarily focuses actually on Molly.
Yeah, she's the primary focus. She's the one that has to run through hoops in order to get her friend back.
what does this movie remind you of? We just got out of one of these movies,
Yeah,
which is Pineapple Express, right?
It kind of has a little bit of a vibe like that, right?
Yeah, I could see that.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah, because that's another character and dialogue-driven movie that also has a little bit of a drug thing going with it.
Running around the city with your head cut off.
Yeah, but that's much more of an action movie than this.
Yeah.
This is very much in some ways, almost a situational comedy in some ways.
Like 21.
Yeah.
Or maybe like a sketch comedy, like a little bit.
Doesn't it feel a little bit 90s?
It feels very 90s, and that's what I love about it.
Yeah.
It's got that late 90s, early 2000s vibe, you know,
Yeah.
like it reminded me a lot of, especially pacing wise, you know, for some reason stoner comedies like what we've done on this podcast, like we just brought up Pineapple Express, but also like How High and Half-Baked very much. It's like those are very fun movies,
It
and
reminds me of like TV shows out of like 2008 and the early
yeah.
2012, like Workaholics on in Philadelphia. you know, like-
And what I love about this movie is that the pacing and the dialogue, it's just a mile a minute. It just keeps going and going and going, but it never drags you down. You know, it
Yeah.
never drags the movie down.
Remember 21 Jump Street, dude? Look, something like that.
It is like 21 Jump Street, right?
And Horrible Bosses. That's what I
And
thought.
even the drug connection there.
Yeah.
I can't
Exactly.
really say anything about 21 Jump Street
Yeah,
because I
seen
haven't
it.
really seen them.
I got both of them, dude.
Yeah.
We'll watch them. Yeah.
But I can say I did watch Horrible Bosses, which is that's a movie we're gonna have to do because I don't know how to feel about that one really.
You gotta watch the second one too.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that movie sometime. But
back to Chasing Molly.
back to Chasing Molly. I mean, I really like how you can literally sit there and just be watching this movie, getting into it, and before you know it, 35, 40 minutes have passed, and almost an hour has passed, and it's like, wow, it's like this movie really doesn't have a whole lot of filler to it.
No, the plot keeps moving forward.
Yeah.
Every scene is, well, I don't want to say significant because, it is kind of like this bullshit comedy kind of thing going on.
Yeah,
Improv, right?
It's very stream of conscience, like, in
Yeah.
many ways.
Very improv. That's a really good skill. I mean,
Yeah.
Jesus, not many people can be so catty and
like the cops, right?
Oh,
The
yeah,
movie.
the two cops in the movie, those characters are awesome. I
two
love
cops.
them, and it's like, I mean, they don't even come into play until later on in the movie, but their scenes, I mean, they're outside of the actual story for a little while, but and they have kind of a passing, like, tangential link to the story,
Really?
but like they're so compelling in their own right that they don't feel too out of place. I mean, you actually you're like, okay, these guys are cool. It's like, I mean, they're a little
rehearsing lines from a play.
yeah.
The two cops that are actors. Or
That's an interesting angle to them, and it lends well to the humor.
Yeah, and apparently that's Officer Reyes, played by Mike Rose.
Okay.
And Officer Brock, played by Droge? I don't know.
Yeah, but they were a lot of fun. Like, I mean, they actually helped kind of give a little bit of a respite to the actual story.
The two cops scene, remember, like a Superbad thing, right?
Yeah,
That is
maybe,
funny, dude.
yeah, maybe it is a little reference to Superbad or something like
It's
that. I'm
like-
not really sure.
and
Maybe
remember?
maybe Miss Pack can correct us on that.
And it keeps cycling back to them. It's shifting back and forth between the main plot and these two cops for a while once they're introduced. But you have no idea why. You're like,
Yeah.
who are these two cops? What do they have to do with the story? And then when you expect they're going to come into it, but when they do, it's only tangential, isn't it?
But but it never feels superfluous in any way.
No.
I mean, they're definitely there. They have some importance to the plot, but they're still very enjoyable characters in their own right. I mean, if there would have been like a short film of just them doing that would have been great.
It was entertaining. It was really
Yeah.
entertaining.
That could be maybe an Amazon Prime show, maybe.
Yeah,
Good
it
enough.
could be. Like those characters could almost like spin off from this
And then
movie a little bit.
there's other characters like Rawhide.
Rawhide is really cool, man. He's the taste of tip guy, right?
Yeah, you can taste the
Oh,
tip. Curtis
man.
Pickett plays him. it
Oh,
says.
he is so much fun. I love that character.
Rawhide.
He's just so down for everything. Like I love it. He doesn't give a fuck, and I can respect that.
He doesn't give a fuck. There's Skullfucker.
Oh,
Played by Jeff
Skullfucker
Lewis.
to me, along with the two cops, he fucking stole this movie for me.
He did, didn't he?
Oh, he was so perfect. Like when he has that fucking that phone call. We're not going to say what he says in it, but we want people to be surprised by it. But it's very vulgar and it's really really hilarious. I love it.
It's like this dad character, right?
Yeah.
But then like, I don't know. I kind of see myself there.
Yeah, but I
not
don't
quite to his
know.
level, but this dad character. But like, he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, and he does things.
But he cares about his kids.
Yeah.
But like when he's on the phone with someone else, he just shouts obscenities.
Yeah, and that makes for a really awkward but really hilarious scene.
But yeah, you can
it's
tell
so
he
much
actually
fun.
cares for his kids. I don't know. I guess I felt that.
Yeah, he's still a dad, but I mean,
Like I'm a dad. I'm a new dad, right?
Yeah.
And now like I have this like double life as like a podcaster where I talk about being on a 420 friendly podcast and cuss about movies. I don't know. It almost seems like juxtaposed, but I mean that's just me.
Hey, just because you're on a 420 friendly podcast doesn't necessarily mean you partake. I'll go ahead and put that out there.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, we are totally open to non-smokers as well.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I can't really do it
this
anymore.
motherfucker.
I'm sorry. Really.
This
I was a kid once upon a time, and yeah.
God damn it, Robert.
Once upon a time in Hollywood.
But another interesting character from this movie, Rodney. Like, I mean, he is very, very distinct, right? And I mean, that's what's cool about a lot of the characters in the movie. They're very distinctive and they stand out in so many
Rodney.
ways.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to remember who that is.
He was the bald guy who was looking for some some tail. That's what he was pretty much looking for. He was looking, the grapefruit guy.
Oh yeah, Rodney. That because he says
I think
he talks about himself in third person the whole time.
That's in the trailer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't think about that. Yeah, Rodney.
Yeah, Rodney is in the trailer.
The grapefruit guy. He is in
yeah.
the trailer, and that was hilarious.
That was a fun scene. I mean, once
that's
again,
a real
we're
video.
Not, yeah, we're not gonna get too far into this actual scene itself, but yeah, there is an actual YouTube video involved in there. It's funny, and you could totally look it up. Just once you see it, you'll know what it is.
Beau and I looked it up. Because I was like, I think I've seen that video before.
Yeah, we'll let that be a surprise, but I mean, you look for it. You'll just know it when you see it. It's really cool.
What about Kurt Angle himself?
Kurt Angle's
Mr.
character
Black.
is he's so raw and just angry, and I love it.
You know who he reminds me of?
It fits Kurt Angle perfectly. I think.
Hell yeah.
You know who he reminds me of? Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin, and this guy's a drug kingpin.
You ever seen his?
He's kind of think like Vincent D'Onofrio in the Daredevil series.
You ever seen his wrestling promos? It's like the same
his wrestling career is legendary in its own right.
See, I don't know.
And also his Olympic career as well.
Gold medalist.
He's a fucking gold medalist. He broke his neck and still wrestled on and won the medal.
Robert, you're into wrestling, right?
Yeah, I love wrestling, dude.
You wanted to do you were even discussing doing like a Collateral wrestling or something, right?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Maybe.
I wanted to do a wrestling film because everybody's doing boxing movies,
Yeah.
Do a wrestling movie.
I mean, Mickey Rourke was the last one to do a damn wrestling film. Yeah.
Well, there was a wrestling film that came out Fighting with the Family.
Yeah, that's the story
really...
of Paige and how she lost her career too.
Yeah,
or how her career was ended.
So supposedly that's actually a pretty critically acclaimed movie.
Yeah.
But what was the extent of Kurt Angle's career? What was his? How many championships did he have? What did he have?
He's got probably 13, 14 world titles, and that's in every company. That's IWGP out of Japan. He's got one of the original WCW belts.
Yeah.
And WWE World Champion as soon as he got there, Undisputed World Champion.
I remember when he made his debut on WWE. I think it was still WWF back in the day.
It was WWF.
Before the lawsuit that changed
before
that.
the World Wildlife Foundation sued WWE. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they had the copyright first.
Exactly.
Shit.
And his name is John Cena.
Oh, of course. Oh, this motherfucker.
I don't know anything about wrestling. The only thing I know is the memes.
You can't see me.
My time is now. My time is now.
But man, I mean, I think that has Kurt Angle done any other movies?
Yeah, what was that one MMA movie with Tom Hardy? I mean, he's been in acting movies.
Shit.
He was an MMA wrestler in that Tom Hardy movie.
Yeah.
Remember?
The Tom Hardy movie.
What was it, MMA Cage Fighter? Remember that? I can't remember the movie.
Dude, I don't remember ever seeing that movie.
Dude, he was in Pain and Gain.
Oh, that's right, man. Along with The Rock.
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg. Yeah.
Pain
Dwayne Johnson.
and Gain.
Yeah.
And Anthony Mackie.
Yeah.
Wow.
What
else? What else does it say he did?
That Avenger dude. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. Falcon.
Yeah.
Or the new Captain America, I should say.
Your new Captain America, ladies and gentlemen.
By the way, Endgame's been out for this long, so that's okay. That's an acceptable spoiler.
That's an okay. Yeah, that's right. My Little Mermaid is black, and so is my Falcon. And my Captain America.
My Captain America.
My Captain America is black. Hell yeah.
Our new Black Overlords, right?
Uh-huh. That's a reference to some stupid internet bullshit.
Oh, okay.
We don't say black. We say minority now, right?
I guess so. I don't know.
Does the word black offend you? Does the word Mexican offend you? I'm sorry.
Robert, you
I
are
don't know.
Hispanic.
I don't
Are
know.
you offended?
I think
by
that
the word? No, the word is not offensive, but most people are ignorant enough to get offended by it. Just the
that's
word.
true.
That's what I'm saying.
That is true. There are people that are stupid.
So yeah, I had to explain that. Sorry.
Yeah, there are people that even get riled up. People listening to hearing Spanish. But that's neither here nor there.
There we go. Okay, we're getting off topic here.
Yeah.
Yeah, back to Chasing Molly, of course. I mean, Kurt Angle was great in it, and it has a nerd icon in this movie. She plays the girlfriend of the main lead male character, Atticus. That's Felicia Day.
Yeah.
I mean,
Supernatural.
She's in Supernatural. I mean, I think she was on Buffy, wasn't she?
Was she?
I could swear that she did Buffy back in the day.
Great, man. I mean, jeez.
Ash, do you have it on
librarians?
I have it up on IMDb.
I'm not sure if she was in the Librarians because that was a spin-off of the Supernatural show.
Yeah. And I know that she's the new Dr. Forrester on the new Mystery Science Theater 3000,
Yeah.
which is awesome. I
That is-
love it.
That is cool as hell.
Mystery
Yeah.
Science Theater 3000, Supernatural. What else were you looking for?
I don't remember what else I was looking for.
What?
Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Was she in Buffy? Yeah.
Was she in
that,
Buffy?
Was it that girl from American Pie that was in Buffy? Or that redhead?
I think so.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I may be confused. I mean,
Yeah.
Miss Day, I'm completely sorry if I've confused your filmography or anything.
Your hot redheadness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
No, we love you.
She is hot.
Jesus Christ. We do love you. We love our awesome nerd icons on this podcast.
I don't see Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
she's
I
not-
guess
It's
I'm
the
mistaken.
It's the
then.
American Pie girl. Yeah.
That's the American Pie girl I'm thinking of. Yeah, that's really, really stupid. Sorry. I feel ashamed.
Nah,
I failed.
No, you're good. You're
I
fine.
failed. I'm a failure.
No.
God damn it.
No.
is there anyone else that
It's all right.
stands out?
Anyone else that stands out? Jesus Christ. The
Pawn shop guy.
pawn shop guy is amazing.
Pawn shop.
I mean, he's focused so much on being a expert on everything Pawn Star style that he
Oh.
doesn't even know how to haggle.
The guy Rick from Pawn Stars, he's doing a Steve Carell thing.
Yeah, he's bidding higher than he
was
should
that?
be.
That was what was that Steve Carell movie?
Dinner for Schmucks?
Dinner for Schmucks.
That's what it was? Yeah.
Remember when he was negotiating with Paul Rudd?
Oh,
When he hit him with
yeah.
the car?
Yeah, that's right.
What
$5.
What about the monk? That was an awesome scene.
That was so out of left field, but also so hilarious because, I mean, Molly is just such a, in many ways, she's like a straight man type of character, like straight man or straight woman type of
Yeah.
character, It's like she's just the foil for everybody.
You know
dude.
what's
and,
funny?
And she's very much the foil for crazy characters like the monk, and the weapon he ends up giving her. Oh my God.
Are we? Should we even mention the casting couch scene? I mean,
I don't know.
That's funny. I mean, I guess that I'll just
funny.
say that.
That's funny, and I mean, they do bring up the girl in that.
There is a Pawn Star episode with Steve Carell. I don't know if you wanted to see that.
Oh my God! Really, Steve Carell's in Pawn Stars?
That's what I'm bringing up. See, he's wearing his glasses,
Oh, no.
and they don't know it's Steve Carell.
Oh,
and then he's
God.
haggling with him back and forth. You see that?
Why are we bringing this up? On?
Because it's the haggling bit back and forth. It's freaking funny.
Yeah, but the audience can't hear that, Robert.
No.
yeah,
they
I
can't.
don't know.
But I'm trying to show Beau what I'm talking about because that's where that comes from.
Yeah, well, we'll look at that some of the time.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And then there's,
it looks
Apparently,
it's funny though.
apparently you don't know comedy, so whatever.
Oh, I don't know comedy.
Oh,
Apparently you guys don't know comedy.
Shots
I
fired.
showed you Food Fight, motherfucker. That shit was funny.
That shit is funny.
That shit is
I
hilarious.
could not stop laughing, and I barely started the movie. I watched it just to listen to the episode,
Oh wow.
that you guys did because that was before I jumped on,
Yeah.
and yeah, that shit was.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, that's one thing that I could say with full certainty. Chasing Molly is leagues better than that shit.
Oh yeah, no, this
movie is superlative.
It's
like,
great,
seriously.
yeah. It was really, really good. It was really funny, and I'm not sure if it really misses a beat. I mean, did you have any issues with it? Were there any plot concerns or?
I'm not entirely. I mean, I don't really know. I mean, I'm not going to say that it was perfect. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I just didn't really see a whole lot of flaws in it. But
Yeah, there wasn't really any flaws because everything was played for laughs.
yeah, everything's played for laughs. I mean, it's a movie that definitely kind of takes itself seriously, but doesn't at the same time.
You can
kind
tell
of.
everybody's had an improv class. Or
Yeah,
two.
and you can also tell that a lot of people were having fun
Yeah.
making this movie, and that's key. A movie like this, I mean, if the actors are having fun,
that's what I want to try to do.
Yeah,
I mean-
that really translates well into the final product, and it looks like this was a blast to make.
Yeah, you know who else was an interesting character too was Spanx.
Spanx, oh my God, I don't know where the fuck they found that guy. Like, does he have previous credits? Like, is he
E.R. Ruiz.
okay?
So I have the
Ruiz?
IMDb or
You mean
Ruiz.
Ruiz,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has I have the IMDb page pulled up.
yeah.
Let's see. American Sniper.
Oh, he was an American Sniper.
Oh.
Interesting.
Was
The
that
Bad Batch, Sons of
Wow.
Anarchy,
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Happy Face.
That's cool. Wow. He's been in some interesting projects before.
Was that wasn't his actual face? Was that just makeup or?
I don't know.
No, that's his face. That's him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. That's cool. I mean, he was interesting in his own right in this movie. Very interesting.
Yeah, he was in a house fire as a child.
Oh, wow.
That's what happened.
That's
but that's
unfortunate,
cool that
but
he actually but he has a career. I mean, he's an actor.
Of course, yeah.
That's awesome to turn like a physical disability, something that like normally people don't want to see, like what others would think is imperfections in actors, and so, I don't know. It's kind of inspiring.
No, that's the best actors. I mean, I'll show you some people
can
do that.
Yeah, people can be ignorant about disabled actors as well. They can be pretty ignorant.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and then the only other, I guess, interesting characters of note I can think of were the Cholos.
Yeah,
the gang.
The Cholos were great.
Oh, sorry.
And then they just made references to like movies, like they were straight up movie nerds.
Yeah, they were like, hey, what was it about movie night? And it's like
he's like Paul Blart 2 Mall Cop was a more well developed movie or something.
But then he was just like, no, we should have watched Magic Mike XXL.
Yeah,
it's like
what?
That's a legitimate movie. That's Steven Soderbergh, man. Soderbergh's a legitimate director, man. He's done some good auteur like shit. Like check out Contagion. That's actually a good movie. And also, what was the one about the prescription pills? I think it was. I don't remember what it was called. But yeah, Steven Soderbergh has made some good movies, and that scene was really interesting, though, man.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah,
every time they were on screen was on fun, which is a couple of times. And then, yeah, just the you have this story going along, and it kind of has a stream of consciousness vibe to it. But everything is a continuous plot. Everything is one thing leading to another, a couple side stories, and then it all culminates in, I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but like it's kind of Deus Ex Machina, isn't it?
It's a little bit of a Deus Ex Machina at the end, but even so, I mean, it still ties the movie together.
But that's the point. Like, I think that was very intentional. You know what I mean?
It does.
And Deus Ex Machina is usually seen as like as a plot fallacy, but in some cases, especially in a movie that's not necessarily taking itself seriously. I mean, it can be done intentionally and it can work. And in this case, it's
works.
Played for laughs. Yeah. That's why you can't find flaws in this. I mean, it's played for laughs. How do you find a flaw?
Seriously,
like that?
In many ways, it even points out some of it. The flaws in continuity stuff.
Art.
It's self-aware.
That's what
I'm
saying.
It's self-aware.
It's art because some of it's probably not even scripted. It's just going off the cuff and improv.
Exactly.
I'd like to know how much of that was improvised. Yeah,
that's real acting.
A lot of it has a real improvised feel, and it was really, really like. I mean, none of it was off point, man. I mean, it was all like just right on.
Yeah.
Now, I know that we actually got excited about doing this movie because we found out that some of the crew were involved in some high budget stuff, right?
Yeah.
The director Josh Sutherland actually did sound or special effects for the Avengers, the original Avengers movie.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I remember we talked about this.
Yeah.
When you first brought it up, and we were first approached to do Chasing Molly.
Yeah, we were approached a while ago.
I automatically saw Kurt Angle and I was like, okay, yeah.
It's got Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
And then it's directed by, like we said, Josh Sutherland. He also did, he was visual effects, I have to say. Visual effects on the Avengers. Also, Looper and Escape Plan, which were blockbuster movies.
Yeah. I remember Looper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the Bruce Willis time travel movie.
Bruce Willis and Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah.
Like digital Joseph Gordon-Levitt. All over Bruce Willis' face.
I never really saw that movie though.
It was like Joseph Gordon-Levitt half face and then Bruce Willis's mouth when he was younger. It was weird.
That's weird.
Time loop is like it was chasing his younger self. Time traveling.
That's crazy, bro.
I think I remember that.
You gotta see that.
I didn't watch it.
It's like Inception or something, dude. You gotta watch that.
Wow. So, what do you think about the actual writing in this movie? What do you think of the script?
I think it all flows together. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I was entertained. I was laughing. Like you said, you don't really keep track of the time. I mean, it goes by quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously, it must have allowed for some improvisation.
Well, it's it's really got that feel of, what's that one movie? Oh, God damn it.
That one movie. It's always that one movie.
It's always that
right?
one
Way
movie.
to go, Robert.
It's always something else. Yeah.
God
what
damn
is
it.
The Three Guys in Vegas. I forgot about that.
The Hangover?
The Hangover series. It's like what's gonna happen next. You just want to watch the next subplot to the next.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
It kind of has that vibe to it.
That one movie
Yeah.
with the hair in the face and the thing. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Wow.
Demon cleaners, cleansing house, body, and soul.
If they said we'll be back, then they'll definitely be back.
Where is the doll now?
Guesstimate.
Did the doll ask you to play a game? Never say yes to a doll's game. Was it like a woo, or more like your mother sucks in hell? Okay, the first one. Okay, great.
We had this incident the other night.
You see my face, kid. You're already dead.
I can't sleep.
It's not like anyone got murdered here.
You see my mother's teapot? I stashed the last bit of pills in there.
We're gonna be waterboarded.
I am not a strong swimmer.
Atticus, where are you?
Great story, Molly. I'm in a bit of a predicament.
Sus huevosis, fuerte, y grande, y limpia.
You saying I have strong, big, clean balls?
Yep.
What the hell are you doing? You've never heard of a honey facial? You ever seen a bee with a wrinkle? No. No? You haven't.
You know, pearls are the gossip girls of the sea. You hold one up to your ear, you can hear sounds from the ocean.
I think you mean seashells?
No. A pearl's gonna tell you things a seashell won't.
I got 3 different kids from 3 different women. Get me pregnant and leave.
What's your name, sweetheart?
Melanie Mellon.
No. The name your poor excuse for parents gave you.
Trinity.
All right, you never had a chance, did you?
Rodney's ready to get grapefruited.
You let him Peter Pan you.
What's being Peter Panned?
It's when you play with a stinker bell until he flies.
Ash, what are you looking at?
I was actually looking through our conversation to see, like, there was some stuff we had noticed right about the movie before we even watched it.
Yeah.
And I was looking through our group chats to kind of go back to that to see if there was anything that was.
I don't think we really talked a whole lot about it because, I mean,
Dakota was real excited. I wish Dakota could have been here.
yeah, that would have been great to have him
Yeah,
here.
your brother's missing out, dude.
He got really excited about it. I remember.
But he just got sick. And,
He got sick. That's okay. He's just our unpaid intern.
The unpaid intern. I think we're all unpaid interns
Yeah,
on
I
this
think
podcast
we're
by
all
this point.
unpaid, but
I
Yeah.
guess you guys just thought it was cool. You had Shelley and you had Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
Josh Sutherland was the visual effects on those movies.
Yeah, man. I mean that's really, really awesome.
Escape Plan, that was the one with Stallone.
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Oh, that prison movie.
Yeah, the prison escape movie. But yeah, so this guy has actually been in some, you know, high dollar things, high budget movies.
Yeah.
But this is his directorial debut.
And it's a perfect avenue for that type of debut. Like doing a comedy like this. I mean, obviously you're not seeing a whole lot of comedies like this coming out in the theaters, you know. I mean, the ones that do, I mean, a lot of them aren't really even half as good as this one. Really.
No, and in some ways this kind of feels low budget for some reason. But yet it I don't know what I'm going with this, but it does, but it doesn't. I don't know.
It feels like an Amazon Prime TV show more than anything.
Yeah.
But
it has
it's good enough.
It has that low budget feel, but and I don't mean that in a bad way.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Like, to me, that's what makes it really charming and really fun.
I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
That's what Workaholics is. You know what I mean?
I mean, you could tell that they did a lot more with less.
Mhm.
You know,
Workaholics,
it was very
Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
All of that, dude.
yeah. It definitely has that kind of vibe of humor. You know,
Humor, TV show quality.
kind of raunchy, yet, you know, also really likable.
And that's what's good about, I guess, the low budget vibe is that you can do that. You can have this no holds barred comedy. You can have no fucks given, and you don't see that in a lot of the corporate movies. You know what I mean? I mean, that's what makes, you know, indie movies special in particular.
Vulgar comedy is what it mostly is.
Yeah.
And obviously this is an independent film.
Yeah.
But at times, I mean, I could see this being a theatrical film.
It would have been awesome to see this in the theaters, honestly.
Except that, you know, a lot of times you don't see this kind of humor.
I think you could pull like a few seasons out of this movie, actually.
Like a few seasons of television.
Yeah, exactly.
This could be like a Netflix series,
Comedy
right?
Central.
It could be
Amazon Prime.
Yeah,
Comedy Central more than anything. They'll probably buy them, right?
Yeah,
give them a contract.
Probably. I mean, I would like to think so, but who knows? You know, maybe Ms. Pack will write another movie or something. I don't know. But anyway, since this is a indie review, we're going to wrap things up a little earlier than normal. We typically do shorter episodes for these types of movies.
Yeah, because we run between 30 and 45.
Yeah.
Nothing personal.
So how about we go ahead and give our final thoughts and just give a little rating to this movie. Like, we'll start with you, Ash. What did you think?
I would definitely recommend the movie. I think you should watch it. Well, depending on what kind of an audience you are, I guess. But if you listen to Collateral Cinema, you'll enjoy this.
You put this on in front of your family, so how did they feel?
Yeah, don't put this on in front of your family, okay? Don't put this on in front of your grandmother, because, I mean, yeah, there's some raunchy humor, but obviously, if you're listening to us, I mean, you don't have an issue with that.
Yeah.
God damn it, it would have been amazing if they saw the skull fuckers.
God.
That would have been
I'm
incredible.
really glad they didn't.
That would have been the best thing ever. That would have been an essential family watching.
But I can taste the tip was bad enough.
Taste the tip.
But yeah, this was really interesting. I was really surprised. I think I came into this with lower expectations than what I got.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing. I was pleasantly surprised. Yeah, I laughed the entire time. I thought it was great.
Right on. So you recommend it?
I recommend it.
Straight up. Right on. All right, Robert.
I recommend it as well. And if you're an improv guy and if you do want to sort of update your comedy, I guess watch this film because it'll sort of do wonders for you. Your imagination. And I give it, a 5 out of 5 rating. I give it a 10.
Oh, nice.
And put that, I mean, I think it's good enough.
Are we doing ratings? I think we do that on our indies, right?
Yeah, we do ratings.
We usually do 5 out of 5, right?
So you're going to give it a 5 out of 5?
I'm going to give it a 10. Oh,
you're going to give it a 10 out of a 5 out of 5.
I'll give it a 4 out of 5 just because, I mean, obviously it's not a perfect movie, and I don't know if it does that extra wow, to give me that extra 5 stars, but there's nothing wrong with it. There's no flaws whatsoever. Not in plain sight, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Maybe I could say 4.5 out of 5 even,
I'd give it a solid 4. I mean, I really like the cast, and I like the characters. They're all they're all well thought out characters, and they're cast perfectly.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody fits their role.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And you could tell the actors had fun with it. That's what I wanted to say earlier.
Exactly. I mean, they had fun doing this. You could tell.
They got into their characters. That's what I was going to say. Even though it's low budget, all of the characters, all the actors really put their all into their performances.
Yeah, and you have to respect that. I mean, in so many ways. I mean, to get a film like this out there and to get people like, Felicia Day and Josh Sutherland and Kurt Angle and all of them, like, I mean, I'm sure that it was pretty difficult to pull off in some ways. I mean, I'm sure maybe in other ways it wasn't, but
I mean, Kurt Angle's officially retired now.
He's retired from wrestling now. Yeah. So acting is a natural outlet for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's good enough. I mean, his promos, he's done other movies, and
Wrestling is all fake anyway, right? It's all acting anyway, so isn't it the same thing?
Is your acting better than your wrestling? I'm guessing just talking is wrestling now, right? I don't know.
That's what I heard anyway. I don't watch wrestling, but they say it's all fake. It's all like acted out or whatever.
Leave it up to the imagination, Ash.
Hey, K-Phoebe, motherfucker.
You got to watch wrestling with us, bro.
K-Phoebe.
Well, we'll do Collateral Wrestling.
We nerd out on wrestling, too.
And
wrestling is fun.
We nerd the fuck out, dude. I mean, we love it.
Collateral Cinema is Beau's project, mainly, but we're all cinephiles, of course. We all love it. Collateral Gaming's mostly my project.
Yeah.
Scott and I both love gaming. And then, like, Collateral Wrestling could be, like, Robert's project.
Oh, yeah.
And then Dakota's project could be Collateral Television. He's a television guy. He knows television actors everywhere.
Well, he
loves to binge watch
new
series.
Stuff. I mean, anything outside of 2000, that's what he knows.
Sorry. Before we branch out even more, I think we'd probably have to start making money so we can quit our full-time jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, this movie is recommended by Collateral Cinema. You can find this movie on Amazon Prime for rent and for purchase. We highly recommend, like, if you're not too sure about it, go ahead and rent it, but we recommend that you buy it. Go ahead and support these filmmakers.
Yeah,
Like,
I
seriously.
agree.
Yeah, and I'm sure that if you want to check out a trailer, I think they have one on Vimeo. We're going to put these links in the show notes and everything. And yeah, this is a good movie. Check it out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'm glad that we've come across indie movies that are more or less enjoyable in their own right. You know, like I mean, it's really kind of given us a lot of good avenues to branch out and talk about movies that other people probably wouldn't be talking about. You know,
Exactly.
I mean, I don't know of any other podcast talking about this movie
We're the only ones, probably.
so far.
Well,
I
that's
mean,
that's why we're original then.
Yeah.
straight up.
That's why we stand out.
Original, baby. Speaking of which, Collateral Cinema, we're coming to the end of our season
Yeah.
2.
Yep.
We actually already pre-recorded our episode on The Princess Bride, but we'll be releasing that for folks.
I will start
next week, or
yeah, I'm gonna start editing that episode like pretty much right away in the next couple of days or so.
yeah.
I'm gonna get started on it. Yeah.
I think our normal release time would be next week.
Yeah, that's when we would normally be recording an episode this week.
Yeah,
So,
we
yeah.
pre-recorded that, so because of my baby and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's something to look forward to. Season finale on The Princess Bride. You said you want to do maybe a bonus episode on like an interview or something.
Yeah, but we'll go ahead and just leave that at that right now.
Okay.
Like we're not going to make any announcements on that just yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I can plug Collateral Gaming for just
Yeah.
a second.
Go ahead.
We are also entering the end of our season. Our season finale is going to be on Spider-Man PS4. According to schedule, I think we should have been releasing that this week, next week, or something. But I'm out. But anyway, basically, I'm just waiting until I feel like we have time because I have the baby.
Yeah.
So now, and that's taking up a lot of time. But I basically want us to finish the game. I want Robert to finish so he can be on that episode.
Play the game.
But
with you guys.
I want to release that this month, sometime this month
Okay.
in July,
Right on.
so we can kind of still be on the Far From Home craze.
Yeah. We got to ride that wave.
I still didn't
honestly.
watch Far From Home.
Yeah.
I know what the
Far From Home was awesome, but I'll talk about that on the PS4 episode. The other thing is that because we're releasing an indie episode on this, I want Collateral Gaming to go ahead and release an indie game episode.
Okay.
Our next one was going to be We Happy Few, but I've gone ahead and changed that around, and I believe we're going to do Subnautica.
Interesting.
So I want to go ahead and try to record that either this week or next week.
Okay.
And release that out for you guys as well. So look forward to that.
Yeah.
I think we'll be releasing it probably a week after this episode is out. So
Yeah.
check out our Subnautica episode, Spider-Man PS4, and we may have some bonus content as well. And then we're both moving on to new seasons
Yeah.
it's gonna
Can't wait for season 3.
after our break.
Yeah.
Wow.
And to all the indie filmmakers out there, we are totally open to reviewing your movie even in between seasons. Just go ahead and hit us up at Collateral Cinema Movie Podcast at gmail.com. Also, if anybody else wants to send us an email and send us a comment on something, maybe something that you heard in one of our episodes, go ahead and hit us up. Once again, Collateral Cinema Movie Podcast, all lowercase, at gmail.com. And you could also find us on Facebook and Twitter. You can find us on Patreon and Podbean Patron. Like, we would love to get some patrons coming into the Podbean Patron page. We're about to release a bunch more commentaries that we've recorded.
We have the Fire in the Sky.
Yeah,
commentary.
we
Need to
Robert and I
release.
did another commentary on Fire in the Sky.
We did it while watching the episode. It was cool, dude.
Yeah.
Are you
Before
going to
we
release
recorded-
the bullet commentary?
Yeah, we're going to release all of that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
We're going to release all of that. And also, we're going to be developing Low Budget Late Night, which will be
Late Nights.
interesting.
Another spin-off.
Another spin-off, which is going to be an interesting ride
I
there.
guess we're just going to jump
Yeah.
right into it.
Right on.
Mystery Science through theater.
Yeah, something like that. But anyway, check out Chasing Molly, and also check us out on Apple Podcast, on Spotify. We're also on Chill Lover Radio. We're on Podcoin. Use the promo code Collateral to get 300 Podcoins upon registration.
That's right.
Yeah. And also check out our YouTube channel. We're also on YouTube.
Yeah, I want to start. Maybe we can do some YouTube content during the interim.
That's what Low Budget Late Night's going to be.
Yeah.
Right.
I
Yeah.
wanted to do some like how-to, like mechanic stuff.
Yeah,
easy
yeah, we
stuff.
could do something like that.
Maybe if one of you guys were to record.
That'd be great.
Doesn't matter.
That'd be great, man.
We're gonna work
Well-
on your film, Robert. Your independent
Oh,
film.
we're gonna finish all of them. I got
Yeah,
three
yeah.
more short films I'm gonna do. I even kind of made another film, another scary film that I just kind of want to jump right into.
Right on. Right on.
Anyway, guys, if you have a low budget film, doesn't matter if it's 3 minutes, 12 minutes, 30 minutes, just send it to us.
Yeah, we might feature it on Low Budget Late Night.
Most festivals they get rejected because the films aren't short enough.
Yeah,
But yeah, send it to us. Okay, we'll review it.
yeah, totally. Well, that's it for this episode of Collateral Cinema. I'm Beau Maddox.
I'm Robert Ortegon.
And I'm Ashley Chancellor. Watch Chasing Molly, but don't chase Molly.
Yeah,
Don't chase
definitely. Don't chase Molly. Don't chase waterfalls. We are out.
Out.
Collateral Cinema is an L Company production. All music and movie clips are owned by the respective creators and are used for educational purposes only. Please don't sue us. We're poor.